Frank, what do you think Mbappe will do? Sign an extension or leave PSG on a free next summer? And if he does decide not to renew, will it be wise for PSG to sell him this summer rather than losing him for free?
If I was Kylian Mbappe, I won't move. The only risk that I'm going to face during the season is to get injured and to be without a contract at the end of the season if I get injured. Otherwise, just wait and see. I think he wants to go to Real Madrid. Financially, Real Madrid cannot afford to have Kylian Mbappe, I think, on the transfer this season. It's going to cost too much money. They can't afford it again. Paris Saint-Germain, on their side, they have to do everything to make sure they're going to keep him and they're going to extend his contract for maybe within 2 seasons having the chance to sell him like crazy money, because football will come back to a better financial balance. But again, there is nothing much to do right now. There is no club who can really afford, except maybe Manchester City or Chelsea, Kylian Mbappe. And there is not many place to go for Kylian Mbappe, especially Real Madrid. They don't have the money for him.
Hey, here's a question, right?
Okay, here we go.
Here's a question. If you're the PSG hierarchy, or the owner, whoever it is that has the final say, how much is the Champions League worth to you?
A lot.
Right. So is it worth them saying, you know what, I don't care, we're keeping him for the next year because I think we can win the Champions League and we won't take 100 million for him? It's got to be worth 100 million to the owner, isn't it?
Sure.
So that has to be your answer, right?
There you go.
He's going nowhere. I don't care who wants him. He's going nowhere.
And again, Dan, I really think that it would be a wrong idea for Kylian Mbappe to leave Paris Saint-Germain right now. If there is one club out of all the big clubs that we see in Europe being able to win the Champions League next season, it's Paris Saint-Germain. I don't think that Real Madrid has more chances to win than Paris Saint-Germain. Again, you have Manchester City, maybe Liverpool, maybe Chelsea, maybe, and Paris Saint-Germain, maybe Bayern Munich. The others, they're going to struggle. They have so much finances problems, lineup problems. Players don't want to play anymore, want to go. It's a big mess elsewhere.
Luis, do you think that it's fair that Spain have put out a squad for the Olympics that had players from the Euros? Does it give them an advantage? And also, do you think football should be in the Olympics?
It's a big discussion, that one, to have the chance of having people over there with the situation that we are having. In the other side, having players who come from the Euro is an advantage. I think the quality of the players that are coming from the Euros, the rhythm that they showed, I think, yes, it's an advantage. That experience brought to young players is a massive, because they come with a lot of confidence. They're going to bring the experience from that competition. And when you play a tournament like this one, of course, having 2-3 players involved in the 11 started, yeah, it's a big difference. But once again, we've seen top teams, quality players not performing, and we've seen in the Euros. So imagine with young players. So yeah, it's advantage in the beginning or looks on paper, but at the end you have to perform, you have to give to that experience and show it on the game. So not a big difference once you are on the field.
Luis, with the possible return of a natural goal scorer in Ansu Fati this season, do you consider Spain as genuine contenders for the World Cup next year, given the fact that it was only the lack of cutting edge in the final third that prevented Spain reaching the final?
Wow, can you repeat it again? I couldn't hear it properly. With the possible return of, okay, let me read it. World Cup next year, given the fact that it was cutting edge in the last third, that prevented reach the final. Yeah, it could be. I think there was more things on the field that they were needed. But I think it's not only about that. I think they play against a top team, and when you play in this kind of games, anything can happen. It's not that Spain didn't show a good performance or it was not good enough. They arrived until the point that you go arrive on penalties, and that's a little bit of lottery, not because they didn't have what it was needed. It was, I think, the top scorer of the competition. So that means though having more players that could score goals could help, but it wasn't the only that matter who didn't help Spain to arrive to the final.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.